guys ever just met or ran into the strangest person in the world, or somebody you thought that was crazy or a loony and they just kept bothering the hell out of you? Well, today I'm going to talk about my experience with that and how that went down, so stay tuned. What is going on, guys, and happy Monday. Today's vlog is something that happened to me a while back, but I wanted to talk about it because I thought it was kind of cool and really strange that this happened to me and my buddy. So I'm gonna first off by telling you we were in class. It was I don't know, about 2 semesters ago or so. We were sitting at the library, hey, we're local Detroiters, and we go to school probably about 3 or 4 miles away from the Detroit Tigers, and it was opening day a few weeks in advance. We're like, hey, how cool would it be if we could go to opening day? So we were on StubHub looking at opening day tickets, and you know how opening day is for most sports venues. It is through the roof, and because we're college students and can't afford that kind of stuff, we obviously couldn't go to opening day. So we were looking at the next day. So we looked at the next day. Tickets were 20 bucks right by first base. We went to the Tigers game, obviously. Detroit Tigers. Sat like probably, I don't know, 10 rows up from first base, right next to Miguel, favorite baseball player. But anyways, went to the Tigers game. I'm gonna give you a brief history or brief rundown on what happened during the game. Max Scherzer at the time was pitching. He is no longer a Tiger because he wanted so much money and Tigers couldn't afford him, which, obviously we had to get rid of him. I think he plays for Washington right now. I'm not really sure. But anyways, Max Scherzer was pitching, so we saw him pitch. He did great. Pitched, I think, all 8 innings. And then they brought in Joe Nathan, which don't get me started on him. They made this big show, like fireworks, music. The announcer was like, "Hey, introducing your closer, Joe Nathan." A whole bunch of fireworks, music went off. The hype was real because they were about to win like 2 games in a row. Well, no. Joe Nathan came up there, bam, bam, bam. Ended up giving up, I think, 3 or 4 hits, and he ended up tying up the game. So they had to go to extra innings, and eventually, I think he stayed in. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. I think he stayed in, and they ended up winning the game. As the Tigers won the game, everybody was happy, everybody was cheering, yada yada yada. Your favorite team just won, so that was cool. So we exited the stadium and we started going to where we parked. We parked back on campus because we walked our fat asses all the way there because parking downtown Detroit during a baseball game is ridiculous. Even any game, Tigers game, Lions game, Red Wings game, Illich, he likes to charge an arm and a leg for parking. So we parked on campus. But anyways, let me get back to the story. Get out of the stadium, and then you know how they got those like, I guess little bus portals or whatever, the little bus benches where people sit on the bench and wait for the bus. Well, anyways, there's a lady sitting there, and she's like, "Yo, hey you!" So I'm looking around, I point to myself and go, "Me?" She says, "Yeah, you. Who won the Tigers game?" So because I'm a Detroiter and I like sharing my Detroit pride, I was like, "We won the Tigers." And she's like, "Cool, cool, cool." And so that was that. I thought, okay, end of story. No, this lady gets up from the seat and starts following me and my buddy. And I'm like, oh God, we got a panhandler or a beggar on our hand. So, like I was telling y'all, this lady freaking starts following me and my buddy, and she starts rambling about the government, how it sucks, what's wrong with it. She starts talking about how she was a crackhead and she used to steal and break into people's cars and houses, and she used to smoke all this crack and weed, and all this other nonsense I really didn't care about, because, you know, that's your business. I mean, you're gonna smoke crack and heroin. I mean, I feel sorry for you. I mean, you get your life together, but don't bring that on me. But anyway, started talking about the government, how she used to smoke crack and she was on welfare, and if she could give back to everybody who supported her when she was on welfare, she would give back to those people. If she could, you know, just get a job, because she had a hard time getting a job. If she could get a job where they take like 20%, I think she said, out of her check every time to give back to people, you know, she would do anything just to get a job. And she wanted to change the world, or change like her ways, which I completely respect. I mean, I'm not gonna knock you, but I mean, come on, don't bring that on me. I mean, I felt bad. But anyway, she wasn't like begging for nothing. She was trying to give to me. And as soon as this light, there we go, turns green, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Forgot all about this construction, guys. Oh, sorry. But anyway, she pulls out this money, or no, let me finish. So she kept following us, kept talking to me, and my buddy, he's like, I'm gonna say 15-20 feet ahead of me, and he's like leaving me in the dust. And she's like, yo, what's up with your boy? Does he speak English or what? So I was like, no, he speaks English. I don't know what his deal is. In an attempt to catch up to my buddy, we got stuck at one of those pedestrian crossings, and as soon as it turned, you know, I got the little Walkman or whatever you want to call it, I booked it. Like, I left this lady in the dust, and I was like, oh God, I got away from her. No, this lady came chasing me down. Like, she came running up to me. She's like, yo, hey boy, I ain't done talking to you. I'm like, oh God. And I don't know if it's her, you know, husband or pimp or her friend, I don't know who it was, but he was like, yo, leave those poor boys alone. They don't want nothing to do with you. So she didn't listen to him either. She kept following me, talking to me. So I was like, oh God, man, we gotta find a way to, you know, lose this lady. So I yelled for my buddy to come back, and she started talking to him. And she ended up wanting to give us each $3. So $6 total. I'm like, lady, look, I don't need your money. You know, I'm a college student. I don't need a bus fare or nothing. That's what she wanted us to give us for, was bus fare. I'm like, look, we just park down the street. You know, I'm capable of walking. I'm young, healthy. You know, I don't need money for bus fare. I truly appreciate what you're doing. You know, I respect you and all that. So, you know, she kept insisting we take her money. She wouldn't leave us alone. So eventually my buddy was like, yo, dude, we gotta lose this lady. So in order to lose this lady, I unwillingly took her money so she would leave us alone. And so I feel like I helped her, or we helped her pay it forward to us by giving us the money, so I'm sure she felt good. But we really didn't need it. So, because, you know, we're good people and we didn't need the money, and Detroit has such a say homeless population, we ended up giving it to this homeless person that was on the some random steps or some abandoned building that was next to the university. And I'm sure that person was happy now. If that person, you know, nowadays is up and on their feet, I mean, I hope they remember, you know, those two college boys versus us, helping them out, because, you know, we pay it forward as well. But guys, I'm telling you, this lady was crazy. Like, she kept on going and going and going. I'm like, yeah, I understand, I know, I'm so sorry. But she was like, yeah, I stopped doing needles, I stopped doing this, and if I can get a job, I mean, like, I felt bad. Like, why she had to bring this on me, you know? But that was a completely random person, had no idea who she was a little strange, I'm not gonna lie. So my question today for you guys, have you guys ever met a random stranger who was like that, just completely weird, wacky, random, I guess, talking, random topics, or anything that was weird about somebody you met, go ahead and tell me your story in the comment section of this video. And Abul, you better comment, man, if you're watching. I know where you live, or somewhere about where you live. I'll come up there and I'll vlog on my bike. I'll come up there and I'll get on camera for everybody. It's like, hey, this dude didn't comment on my video. So everybody, peace out. I am going to drop a gear and get out of here.